Hello. Well, we're going to have an intermission at the beginning of this video, and it's just to cover our legal ramifications, and that is going to be a disclaimer that will appear on the screen, and I'm just going to read the disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this video are my own, which are not directed at a specific entity or party and do not reflect the views or opinions of any affiliates, corporations, employers, institutions, or organizations. Now that we have that out the way, let's get into the video. Well, okay, now to West Coast University. So I like to compare West Coast to Western Governor University, Governor, so WGU, because I will say West Coast is comparable to Governor University because they accept a lot of the study.com and the Sophia Learning, as do Western Governor University. Chamberlain at least accepts Sophia Learning, and I believe they stopped accepting Straighter Line, but at least they will accept Portage and Westcott Sciences. But WGU and West Coast University, at least they will for the core, like the general education and the core courses such as English, humanities, government, political science, and the psychology and all of those courses, they will consider study.com and Sophia Learning. So let's get into the video to discuss what West Coast University actually accepted, and I actually got admitted into West Coast University's summer 2024 program. Let's get into the video. Okay, since I actually got accepted into this program, this is the blank version, but let's go ahead and show my sample version just because I think this video is all about transparency and what actually worked for me, right? So I know this is a more condensed version, but I like to be all about what's true, right? So we're going to start with this version. So I transferred a lot of things in that came from another university when it comes to the majority of the things. But I did accept a lot of things. So let's just go with the majority. So Westcott, they accepted all of my sciences. So you can see here, the sciences were accepted. And then everything in purple was accepted by West Coast, WCU. So all of my English, my math, my sociology was accepted. Okay. So let's get into Sophia Learning, and I'm going to go back to this here because you see here, just as a snapshot, line 24 here, you see 6 credits. So they only took 2 courses from Sophia Learning, and that is cultural pluralism. They took critical reasoning from Sophia Learning. Although I took 4 courses of Sophia Learning. So they took the critical reasoning I only need from them. And they took I needed a cultural pluralism. I want to say, hold on. Yes. So And that cultural pluralism was their sociology class. Okay. So those were the courses that they took as far as what I needed. But I will say later, of course, after I had finished my University of Massachusetts, I did hear classmates saying that they were able to take Sophia Learning, Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 lab, because Sophia Learning, after I finished and I was ready to go, this was in the summertime of 2024, Sophia Learning rolled out an A&P in West Coast Texas campus, did accept the A&P 1 and A&P 2 for their human anatomy and human physiology. I did not hear if they would take their microbiology. This is still up in the air, but I know it was around the same time. So around, May of 2024, they rolled out a general microbiology course and they had a chemistry course. So when I looked up later, so August of 2024, I did see that was approved for Miami course, because West Coast have a transfer equivalency. I have this little note here. They have a transfer equivalency link. It's right here, this address here. I'm not going to read it, but you could go to this link. And I checked out the updates. So these updates that I have here were added as of December 3rd of this year, of 2024. I added that microbiology with lab was approved and intro to chemistry were approved as of December 3rd, 2024 to West Coast University as a whole. So that's something to consider. However, I did give you guidance and advice on taking the Westcott. And I know for a fact, because I had a classmate in my medical ethics at West Coast that was taking straighter line. They do officially accept straighter lines, anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, microbiology and general chemistry. She was actually in the microbiology and general chemistry class while we were taking, I'm going to say this very clear. If I can bold my face, I would. But she was taking microbiology and general chemistry while we were together taking medical ethics. What does that mean? West Coast University will allow, before you get into your nurse core and while you're in your last, if you have all these courses here, and you just have maybe chemistry or micro, but you've taken your anatomy and physiology, before you take pathophysiology, because as you can see, they will not allow you to transfer pathophysiology in, but this is the last course you have to take before you get into your nursing core, before you take fundamentals. And fundamentals is the first nursing core course you take. So before you are enrolled in pathophysiology, you must complete chemistry and microbiology. She was taking microbiology and chemistry while we were all taking medical ethics. I was taking medical ethics at the same time I was taking this university orientation class. I call it a university seminar class, similar to the, if you watch the video for Chamberlain University, they were allowing me to opt out of this, but West Coast, you must take it. So they had me taking this along with medical ethics, which is a senior level nursing course, which I'm fine with taking that. I mean, it's great. It was a very interesting course, but I was taking this along with my classmate. She was taking it online as well, but we were taking medical ethics in person. And she was taking straighter lines, microbiology, And I clicked on it so you can see straight line. This one course is only $79. You have, I want to say 6 months to complete it. It's self-paced. They send you a kit to your home. It's self-paced, and I think the book, free ebook, similar to Westcott, but with Westcott, there's no kit. It's online lab. With Westcott is an online lab, and I love the fact that I was able to take advantage of the Westcott experience. But West Coast University will allow you to take this. Also, I did see on here that they do accept study.com, which is very similar to Sophia. The owner of study.com has the same premises and story as Sophia Learning. In fact, I think it's almost they're friends, but study.com has the same thing. They may have a proctored exam. Most of study.com has proctored exams, majority of them, but it's the same premise as Sophia Learning. You do all these modules. In fact, I think study.com, once you create an account, you can actually see the entire, once you log in or sign up, you can actually see the entire, see how it says risk-free for 30 days? You could start an exam, the whole course for 30 days without like paying for it. It's amazing. So like when you first create the account, honestly, I'm giving you a huge hack. You can, I think for 30 days, you might be able to enroll in like multiple courses. I actually paid for it not knowing this. So I paid for study.com for a month, and I started the psychology class. But when I saw that it was a lot more difficult than the intro to sociology here, I just dropped it, asked for my money back and did the Sophia Learning. But I didn't realize I could have did the risk-free, like I'm just now seeing here. You can do a risk-free for 30 days for free and try to get through most of the course absolutely free. So that's the even better hack. But they will accept these. So like if you have principles of statistics, you can get that for free. They actually have chemistry. I would double check. I know I made this note for Sophia, but it does look like I did check. I thought I only checked Sophia, but I would just double check for study.com just to make sure they will accept this chemistry. However, they will definitely do straighter line, and it's the same price as Sophia Learning. Okay. That is the only thing I would say. Days. So the evening and weekend program at West Coast University in Texas have dissolved. I want to say the last class that enrolled was fall of 2024 to my knowledge. So I think they only offer days, and I don't think they even had a online program unless we have another COVID situation. So that's that. Again, if I go back here, you'll see that I transferred in total 24 previous courses, 16 and 6 credits from Sophia Learning. So it should have been a total of 43. For some reason, I guess I got it locked down. I can't see how much that is, but I want to say, if I just total this up real quick, I want to say it's 43 courses. Yeah, 46 credits total that I transferred in to West Coast University. Until next time, be blessed, stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.